Resident Evil 6 revisits many familiar characters and concepts from Capcom's past. The development team did make sure one campaign featured a brand new character, Jake Mullen.
This cabin's invitation only.
Previously revealed to be the late Albert Wesker's son.
Wesker!
Let's take a look at Jake's campaign. Be warned, we're going to get into some spoilers here. As most of you know, Jake is accompanied by Sherry Birkin, who was last seen over a dozen years ago in Resident Evil 2. Now an agent working for the United States government, Sherry has been tasked with locating and escorting Jake to safety, as his blood just might hold the cure to what is quickly becoming a global war on bioterror.
Which makes you heir to a very special blood type.
What's interesting here is that Jake and Sherry's campaign appears to be set in the past, at least for the several hours we played of it so far. The opening sequences take place in Eastern Europe, as Sherry and Jake clash with the very mercenaries that had hired Jake to fight Chris's BSAA team. As you can imagine, a meeting between Chris, Pierce, Jake, and Sherry isn't too far off, and you'll actually end up replaying a boss fight that you already played in Chris's campaign. This brief meeting is an interlude in what is otherwise a chase, as Jake and Sherry are attempting to escape a seemingly unstoppable, all-powerful beast called the Ustanak. The difference in tone, moving from fighting mobs of zombies and bioterrorists to fleeing from a force of nature, is striking. Capcom keeps your goals diverse too, and you're not always running. Sometimes you're forced to take a stand. Although previous demos featuring Jake have not been all that impressive for a variety of reasons, a lengthier run with the campaign revealed two significant things. First, Jake's character is extremely well handled, and while he doesn't exactly have a lot of depth, seeing him interact with Sherry is refreshing, particularly compared to Leon and Helena or Chris and Pierce. Of all the pairings in Resident Evil 6, Jake and Sherry is by far the best, which is a relief.
That's your own helicopter, asshole!
We've got plenty more on Resident Evil 6, including 2 in-depth previews for the Leon and Chris campaigns. Be sure to check them out on IGN.